Welcome back to another episode of Belle versus Bombshell. Meet Ijem, my gorgeous client for the day. This isn't her first time here. You probably recognize her. And this is her Belle look. I know it's really glam for a Belle look. Just wait till you see her Bombshell. Anyway, let's just get started. So the first thing I did was her face. So here I'm priming her face with Embryollisse Creme Concentre. You already know it's one of my favorite moisturizers for a makeup application. I applied that with a brush first and then just worked it into her skin. Then some Melanie Glow Shine on the high points of her face, and then I went right in with the rest of her highlight. Here I'm applying RCMA cream foundation to the center of her face. I first used a wedge and then I switched to the beauty blender to blend out the edges and then her own shade of foundation over the rest of her face. And I really took my time to try and build a really good base because obviously this is the most important part of her whole makeup application. So I took my time to build really good coverage but a nice glam highlights and contour as well. I contoured her face with AJ Crimson cream foundation and just patting that on with a wedge and blending it as I go. So around the edges of her hairline, down the sides of her nose, under her cheekbones, you know, the usual contour places. Then I switched back to the beauty blender to blend everything seamlessly together. Next, I'm going to highlight the already highlighted areas. So here I'm using AJ Crimson cream foundation in Banana Cream, and this is just going to brighten the very center of her face, so like really under her eyes. And I'm blending it in now, not pulling it out as far as the first highlight. And then I set her highlight, all the highlights, with RCMANo color powder, and I'm just patting this on with a dry wedge. I also did a little bit of reverse contouring under her cheekbones just so the contour pops out a little bit more. Her contour is terracotta bronzer from Glam. And then I applied some cheek tint from BM Pro. This one is in Rose. It's a beautiful, beautiful cream blush. I loved the way it turned out on her. And then a little more Melanie Glow Shine on the tops of her cheek. I blended that out with my fingers and a little beauty blender. And then I'm just going to go back in with the powder. So this is again the Glam terracotta, which is her contour, and then I'm going to take off all the excess no color powder and set the rest of her face with Melanie mineral powder. Looks pretty good, huh? I know. I also applied foundation and powder over her eyes as well, and now I'm going to go in with her eyes. So first thing on her eyes is her brows. I filled in her brows with Yanga Beauty Brow Lotion. This is going to build a nice natural looking brow. So I use this mainly for the body of the brow, and then I'll use something else on the tail. This pencil is a really good choice when you're trying to build a very natural looking brow. It's quite hard, so it doesn't come off too easy. So it really helps you kind of build a natural looking brow as opposed to get too much product on. Now on her tail, I'm applying stroked liquid liner from Absolute New York. And with this, I'm making the tail of her brow more defined, but I'm also going to go into the rest of her brow and just add some more strokes to give her brow a bit more texture. Now I'm going into the shadows. Her transition color is Blazing from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm applying this really loosely in the crease area. And then I'm going in now with a darker eyeshadow. This one is Hot Chocolate, also from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Blending is really important in this look. It's a very simple look really, but blending is, I guess, the most important part. All over her eyelid, I'm applying Glisten eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to use this to very softly kind of define her eyelids, and I'm raising them up. I'm going to make them a little bigger than they actually are. Blend out the outer corner, and then over the Glisten, I loosely applied some Champagne Wishes glitter from Lit Cosmetics. I lined her lash line with Color Envy liquid liner from Jordana. We're going to get a really nice defined wing for this one. Her lashes are Hollywood Mink lashes from Lilly Ghalichi. These are like my favorite lashes at the moment. They're beautiful, mink and 3D, gorgeous. On her waterline, 12 Hour Made to Last pencil from Jordana. On her lips, she's wearing Moonshine matte lipstick from Blot Cosmetics and Kayge Cosmetics lip gloss in Pink Wishes over that, especially in the center. Blush is Amalfi from Cargo Cosmetics, and I really blended that in with some more powder to make it seamless. More Melanie Mills Glow Shine, this time the loose powder. I put that on the tops of her cheeks, but also on her brow bone, and the transformation is complete. This is Ijem's Belle look. We're going to come back a little bit later with a bombshell look for her as well. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. You already know. And if you've missed any of our recent videos, make sure you catch up. See you soon. Bye.